Hey guys, today I'm gonna show you my Ford Transit Custom. Recently bought it and decided to transform it into a camper van. Let me show you how it looks. Later on I will paint it in my own style. I've installed a rooftop fan, an Italian fan called Fiamma. I've installed windows on both sides, Dometic windows. I've created a bed frame from aluminum parts that I cut and assembled myself, custom for the van. It makes it very light and you don't have to put a leg underneath it because it's very strong. As far as the bed goes, the plan is to keep it simple. So I already have a wooden sheet that I will put on top of the aluminum, fix it into the aluminum and then drill some holes in it so that the mattress can get some air and doesn't get moldy. And the type of mattress I'm gonna buy is a Japanese futon, which is a traditional mattress from Japan that has stacked up layers of cotton. So the entire mattress is made of cotton. It's very breathable, but even more importantly, it's very thin, so it won't take much more space in this. The plan for the bed is that it will have a piece of wood dangling from the front there. If you are taller than this height and you want, or if you want to have more people over, that part would lift up, some legs will go down, and then you have basically a king-size bed in the van and you can sleep much more luxuriously. Today I've added all the soundproofing, so this is like vibration dampener, and as you can see it's in the entire van, even in the front. You can see this cable sticking out. This is the cable that comes from the rooftop. So I also installed a solar panel. It's a 175 watt solar panel, monocrystalline. I bought the corners and glued them to the roof, so there are no screws with the corners. The solar panel itself is screwed into the corners. Then I also added this little channel for inputting the cables, and there you have the fan. For that one I had to cut a hole into the roof and install it. That was one of the most challenging ones, I would say. One important aspect to note about my setup is that I didn't use self-tapping screws to go into the metal, because the metal on most vans is quite thin. You see the previous owner did do some screws inside here, but as you can see it's very thin, so the screw is holding on to very little. Instead what I used is riv nuts, which are much stronger. They can be inserted with a special tool, which you can either borrow from someone or you can buy your own. And this has a much higher resistance than using the screws, and you take advantage of the holes that already exist in your van. So if you look around, I've inserted them in all possible places, just in case I need to screw something in, even on the ceiling. The very immediate next step is to install the Armaflex insulation. This is the Armaflex material. It's the 1.9 centimeter thickness, and this is the part that is sticky. Take this off and then you can stick it to any part of your van and it will become very nice and insulated. It's a material that you can simply stick to the walls and that will go over the sound dampening and it will keep the van really warm. It's a material that's slightly more expensive than this type of material, but it's much thinner, insulates much better, and it's much easier to install because it simply sticks to the walls. After that I will have a lithium battery right here, 100 amp hours, which will be connected to the solar panel. And as far as appliances, there will be a refrigerator under the bed that opens towards the front. There will be a sink that has a water pump that's powered by the battery. Of course, lighting. This panel you see over here, my plan is to cut it to the height of the seats in front so that light can come in to that level, and then paint it in some nice colors that make it look nicer, because now it looks like a bit of a jail cell. It will have a desk attached to it that folds down, so you can have it out of the way when you need to have space and you can put it up when you want to work. You can have a chair somewhere. This particular model opens on both sides, and I wanted to keep the symmetry, so I won't block the doors in any way. The sink will be on this side, it will be quite small. On this side I will have my bass guitar. As far as showering goes, the plan is to get a attachment for the pump that goes to the sink, and then whenever I need to shower, get that attachment, use a suction cup holder for the shower, put the shower in it and shower outside, because outside everything is waterproof anyway, so no need to worry about insulating. In such a van there isn't enough space to create a bathroom, so I don't think it makes sense to do that. Now the thing is, if you find this van interesting and you find this minimalist approach interesting, then I can continue making videos and show you how to make each one of these things, because it was a really hard learning curve, but with some help and with a video like this, I'm sure you can get it done much easier than me. I had to learn the hard way. But good news is there are a lot of people who post online and show you how to do these things. So leave some comments, tell me if you want more, if you want some information, and if you want specific tips on, for example, the window installation or the bed frame or the fan or the solar panel. I'm more than willing to help. Have a nice evening, guys. Ciao.